Hi guys, in this episode of EDGY, I'm gonna be reacting to a boy group which is not necessarily my favorite, but it's always fun to listen to. That being DRIPPIN, with their two new songs that they've released this year, Zero and The One. And yeah, I want to apologize for taking so long to react to these releases because I'm pretty sure they've been out for a while. But this year, as every year, I just get overwhelmed with K-pop releases. It's just hard to do so many K-pop reactions, make them meaningful and worth your guys' time, while I also do all of the other stuff that I do on the channel. Especially nowadays when I'm doing so many like TV show reactions, cartoon reactions, movie reactions. It's just overwhelming at this point. So I'm sorry I've taken so long, but I am finally here, and I'm excited to get into this. Like I said, DRIPPIN are not necessarily like my favorite group, but they've always been there and fun to check out. And sometimes I get something really good, sometimes it's just kind of there and I kind of forget about it afterwards. But hopefully this time it's going to be more of the former. So without further ado, let's start it off with DRIPPIN's Zero in 3, 2, 1. I forget that they're from Woolen.
I can be zero, I can be one, I can be zero, or I can be
Ooh, that was a cool transition.
zero, I can be one, I can be zero, or I can be one. 어중간하게 걸터 앉아 있어 나도 잘 모르겠어 조금 더 삐딱하게 사람들은 헷갈린다고 내게 말해 둘 중에 하나는 정리해 그래야 꼴뽕이 된다 또
Okay, I kinda dig it.
태고를 정해야 한다면 꿈이 etc 기꺼이 take it extra extra more extra large extra special lunch triple crown the perfect all that is for you
Man, their visuals in this one really remind me of 80s for whatever reason. Okay, I feel like this is kind of different from their typical music, man. Like, this feels a little edgier compared to their typical sound. Also, these songs' lyrics really sound like they're telling a story with the lyrics. I kind of dig that as well. Like, the way they flow sounds like they're telling the different chapters of a story. Man, there are really certain parts of this song which are kind of interesting, man. I might have to listen to this one a second time. Ooh. I love how their dancing matched the beat. Oh, that hits hard, man. Oh, is this their emo phase? Because I'm definitely here for it. Man, CGI in K-pop is really fucking going off at this point. Jesus. Okay, so where do I start with this? I think we're gonna be reacting to it a second time. But there's a couple of things I want to say first. Like, DRIPPIN are not a bad group by any means. The thing that has always kind of been lacking for me is the lack of edginess compared to groups like 80s and Stray Kids. Those groups just have an edge that DRIPPIN, until this song, didn't really have, for me at least. Because I feel like their energy and the quality has been just as good as for those groups. But it's just that edge that spices it up enough for me to really love it. And there's plenty of their songs that I've grown to like enjoy and have listened to. But this one might be my favorite of theirs. I don't think it's their best. I want to make that clear. I do not think so. I feel like they could have done better with the chorus of I can be a 0 or I can be a 1. That feels kind of eh. But other than that, I like the general vibe. I like the general hard-hittingness and edginess. Like, there's a certain edginess that wasn't there before in terms of their styling, in terms of the concept of the music video, and in terms of the song itself. It just feels edgier, you know? And that's kind of what makes me like it more. Not necessarily, and that's why I'm saying that quality is not there, because I feel like even if they weren't like my favorite group like Stray Kids or 80s, I still liked them for the sound that they had, you know? They were more of a casual group for me, but they were a group that I enjoyed. With this one, I'm not 100% sure whether I like them doing this, but I definitely like what they've done with it. Because I feel like they are maybe stepping down in terms of the quality a little bit, because this one felt a little bit more forced on them compared to the other ones. Like, this one feels like the edginess is forced a little bit, but it does still make for a more appealing song to me, so there's that. So yeah, we are going to be listening to it a second time before we get into the next song though. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Like, even right off the beginning here, we have a guitar riff, which is really cool. I love that transition. Like, this is just harder hitting as well. I don't like this guy. I love his haircut, I love his style, I love his voice. I really like his voice, man. This is the best part of the chorus for sure. Man, I bet the fans shipped those two there. Because that really felt like fan service scene there. Also, this part of the pre-chorus was really good. That one part that went da 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 da. I love this dance break, man. With them going with the beat, it's so good. It makes it hit so much harder. I also love their pink outfits. That's so appealing to me as an edgy person and as a trans person. Okay. Yeah, I think this is straight up my favorite song of theirs. I really do. And in this final part, my rating for it was definitely upped by a little bit, so there's that. But yeah, this is really good. It is really good. I definitely think it's one of their best songs, but I do still think that, I don't know, like, maybe it's just the fact that I was so used to what their previous songs were compared to this. But like, I don't know, it just felt like the previous sound fit them more compared to this. Or I guess I just liked what it was. I wasn't necessarily asking for their sound to change. But yeah, I like this quite a lot. And in terms of a rating, I am gonna go with a 9 out of 10. I was going to go with somewhere between an 8.4 and an 8.9, but listening to that final part of the song the second time definitely made it even better to me. So, yeah. And now I am excited to get into the next one, which is The One. That's what it's called. Hoping I'm gonna like that one a lot as well. Hopefully we're not gonna have to listen to that one a second time, although if it's really good, we will have to. And I'll be happy to in that case, but without further ado, let's get into DRIPPIN's The One and see if that song is going to be the one in 3, 2, 1. Are we continuing with the edginess? I think. Okay. Okay, we really are edging up. Oh, come on, you're gonna make me listen to this one once again, too? That chorus won me over. I was kinda split, but the chorus won me over. I really like this chorus. This part in particular is really good. Man, why did they decide to go edgy all of a sudden? I dig it. I mean, I dig it, but... Man, that gave me vibes of like Power Rangers, like the Blue and the Red Ranger fighting. That was so cool. Dude, that is actually fun. What the hell? I like that it's also their own style of edginess. It's not just copying other groups. It's still kind of their niche. Man, the chorus is so damn good. What the hell? Honestly, I feel like this would be a sick opening theme to a show. Oh, we're definitely listening to this one a second time. I mean, I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but I kind of love this one even more. Like, I feel like for the previous song, I was kind of having to maybe slightly force myself into seeing it from the perspective that I talked about. Like, just a little bit. Like, I was literally almost there and just needed like 1% more push. But for this one, I'm here for it. Like, right off the bat, we had the same kind of edginess, although still was kind of different. And I kind of liked the end of the world vibe that we got from the music video. That was really cool. It was very action-packed. I really liked the fight scenes were genuinely exciting in the same way that Power Rangers is. It reminded me of it. So I liked that a lot as well. The choreo was fun. I don't really like the styling in this one as much, so it's not perfect. But man, the song itself as well, just like for the previous song, on average, some of the verses like are still kind of weakish at times and not really as engaging, but when it gets to that chorus, at first I was like, oh, okay, so the chorus still kind of has a similar weak part, just like the previous one did. But then on the second listen, I didn't feel that at all. And on the first listen, in the second half, once we get to the I'm the one, I'm the only one part, it just sounds so good. And the fact that it kind of sounds a little bit more happy compared to the more edgy sound of the rest of the song really works somehow. I don't know, it just really, I really vibed with that feeling and I really liked it, you know? And I want to listen to it a second time. And that part there, the feeling that I felt, kind of made me think that this could be a really sick opening theme to either a live action show or a really cool cartoon, but it could be a really cool opening theme. And I also really like the instrumental being so rough. Like, that was really cool. But I am curious, why the hell did they decide to switch their sound like this? Like, what the hell? This is the first time where I'm literally in love with their songs. Because previous times, and let me confirm honestly exactly whether I'm thinking about the correct group or not. Because there's a lot that kind of are very similar, but looking at them, there's I think their last song was like either Villain or Vertigo, and I definitely like Vertigo. I've listened to Vertigo quite a lot, but this is still like far more edgy and far more tasty or like stylish. This just has more style than even Vertigo, which was very catchy and I enjoyed it, but it still felt like in the same realm of what their sound was like, you know? It still felt kind of like the generic hard-hitting boy group kind of songs, while this feels like their own style, and I love them for that, man. I love it so much. But yeah, we still have to get into it one more time because it was a really, really fun song, and I guess it was the one. But let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Like, this is starting off like an opening thing, straight up. Oh my god, I love it so much. I can literally imagine the opening. I'm literally visualizing it. Yeah, this is their best song. Oh, I love those gloves. I would love to get my hands on some of those. Man, this chorus is so good. I'm the one, the only one. It's so catchy as well. I'm really curious to see what people are thinking about this one. Like, this is also a really fun fight to watch. Oh, I'm gonna play this song so much, man. You have no idea. I'm gonna be playing that shit in my car for the next week. One, the only one. One, the only one. One. Wrong chorus. This is so good. What the heck? Whew. Jesus Christ, man. That was so good. I will really flip and enjoy that one. I mean, I think it was clear in my reaction. I think my reaction speaks for itself at this point. I loved it. I really do. And in terms of a rating, I'm honestly gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it deserves it. I'm kind of mind blown how my perception of this group has been changed by these two songs. And like, for whatever reason today, in today's recording session, every song has been good. I'm honestly kind of tempted to continue reacting, no matter how burnout I might be feeling, to see how many songs it's gonna take until I get a bad song today. Because everything has been at least enjoyable today, which is something that doesn't really happen often, and I love when it does, but at this point I've reacted today to like 15 songs. And yet we're still getting some really good ones. But yeah, this is a really good one. I am giving it a 10 out of 10. I'm mind blown. I enjoyed it. I love how edgy it is. I love how hard hitting it is. I love it. I really do. If I had to be more accurate with the rating though, I still want to make it clear that it's more of a 9.4 out of 10, because there's still definitely flaws with the song. I feel like the verses can be made catchier, but for all intents and purposes, it's a 10 out of 10, you know? Because not every song has to be flawless. Sometimes flaws make it more appealing. And in this case, it doesn't ruin the song for me or anything, but it's something that can be made better. But like I said, it's a 10 out of 10. Enough said. But yeah, what did you guys think about these two songs? Comment those down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 6 patrons on Patreon. Deadpool, Corby Dead, Hotshot Ninja, Etsap123, Soap93160, and Theo Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I am also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine, because still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!